Well, we've
Hola,
had...
mi respeto.
You caught me off guard with that. So that was not really the best intro in the whole wide world because I'm the one that normally starts off, and then you tag along. What was that?
What didn't I say? We talked about before recording that I wanted to start it off. Wanted to be the first one to you could just start off so you could. Crap.
Oh well.
Oh, well,
We'll
anyway.
roll with it. We'll roll with it. Anyways, as I was about to say, we've had some ups and downs and twists and turns. My gosh, my guy.
Just like the beginning of this video.
Yes, and really the beginning of the audio clip on Spotify, which for some reason the last 2 episodes were cut short on Spotify, but thank the Lord we got YouTube clips. So, you get the full version here, unlike what you've been getting on Spotify. I don't know what's been going on with that. But anyways, welcome to the Gamers Talk NASCAR podcast. As always, Elijah Leonard alongside Mr. Wyatt Walker over here. So, we've had some things come up within the span of this whole entire weekend. First of all, let's start this baby off by talking about the Truck Series. Returning to Sonoma for the first time since 1998.
I didn't really get to see this really a lot. I was busy. I had that on. Didn't really hear much. I was paying attention. How about we'll talk about this guy in a minute. But Hocevar started on the pole. Unfortunately, he crashed second round qualifying, so he had to go start in the rear. And he did 11 laps?
Yeah.
11 laps, and then Suarez took on the rest of the way. I just want to go ahead and I should have done this pre-ham. I'm just going to bring up the results. Here we go. Yeah, I think we knew it was coming, but I'm not talking about Hocevar, by the way. Just so I know it's getting confused, but we all knew it was a matter of time. We just hoped it didn't really happen.
Yeah.
Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
The Leech won.
Yeah. I'll say this. At least he didn't win in all of his starts. I'll say that.
I wish he didn't win in any of his starts.
I will give credit where it's due. That Yahoo truck actually looked really nice.
Yahoo is a starting to become. I know when I see Eric, he loves the purple cars because there are a lot of them. They look good. When that popped up on Christopher Bell's car, I think it was Martinsville when it first aired. I love that car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge Yahoo fan, but just seeing all that on it looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, those Yahoo schemes have really been popping up as of recent. So I mean, hey, they're taking on the racing world by storm. I mean, you see them in ARCA, you see them in the quarter midgets. I mean, they're popping up everywhere, and you got to give props to them. You're really pushing themselves out because they know. I'm not saying that nobody uses Yahoo. I don't use it because for whatever reason, Google Chrome will decide, oh, you'd want Yahoo as your default search engine. No, screw Yahoo. I don't like Yahoo. I never use Yahoo a day in my life. Anyways, but yeah.
Here's my question, and I don't know. Did you see the race?
I did not. I watched the highlights.
Okay. Well, I don't remember what happened. I know what happened, Balicki, Friesen, Deegan, maybe Jay Buford, but what happened to Eckes and Crafton? I didn't really see that.
Well, I know Crafton went for a loop-de-loop on one of the turns. I think it was turn 5. I don't know. But,
Eckes is in the back. Finished second to last.
Yeah, so. He and Nemechek had a little scuffle, and Nemechek was going to hold his ground, and it ultimately cost Eckes a truck.
Yeah, I didn't really see that. Like I said, I was doing stuff with Gecko's family. I didn't really get to see the race. Barely in the Cup race either, but
yeah,
I got to see the ending of it. But
right.
Anyways, anyways, congrats to Kyle Busch for, I guess, getting a win. Sure, failed inspection, but okay. Going down the list, we have who could have caught him. I really think if he had a few more laps, he would have caught him. Maybe give him a bumper, pass him.
Yeah.
Zane Smith for the second, Ty Majeski third, Ross Chastain fourth, Chandler Smith fifth, Carson Hostfart, but it was Daniel Suarez that got sixth, filling in for Carson. He just got the points.
Got the credit.
Parker Klingerman got 7, John Hunter Nemechek 8, Tyler Ankrum 9, Matt DiBenedetto got a top 10 round out. I knew he wasn't up there the whole lot, but I knew he was going to do good. I was happy. I'm happy he's got a good round.
A funny thing that happened between Dibby and Stuart Friesen going into turn 11.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Strike.
Anyways, Ed Finger got 11th, Harrison Burton. For the longest time, I thought that was Ryan Preece in there. I didn't realize that was Harrison Burton. Just showed how much I paid attention to that race this weekend. Tanner Gray, Gralla, Purdy, Wood, Austin Dillon. Rhodes did not do all good. He got 18th. Colby Howard, Bodine, Perkins. I'm going to butcher his name. Perez. I was close.
Perez.
Thompson. I said Perez at the end. Close to saying Perez at the end.
Not the first time.
Dean Thompson, Lawless Allen, Chris Wright. 3 Nice Motorsports guys. 24th, 25th, and 26th.
The last 3 trucks on the lead lap right there.
Oh, they are the last trucks on the lead lap. I didn't really notice that. Then you got Krause, Hill, Bowman, Licky, Friesen, Deegan. I thought she was going to have a good day. I thought Deegan was going to have a really good day, and then this happens.
Yeah.
Buford, Crafton, Eckes, and then Stephen Parsons.
Man.
Now to the points and all that, and I will really talk about this a whole lot more. So, currently with the ones with wins, Majeski is up by 112, Eckes 96, Hocevar 87, Edvinger 57, I about lost it there, and Crafton 33. Gray is down by 33, DiBenedetto 36, Krause 39, and then Ankrum is 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, those some crazy drivers who could be friends with each other. Who knows? So speaking of friends, or should I say, amigos?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Sonoma was not what I expected. I've seen clips. It looked like it was hard to pass.
It looked pretty difficult to pass. I mean, that's for sure. But it was honestly this was, or it kind of reminded me of like a Formula 1 race, because even in an F1 race, it's difficult to pass, even to try to time it perfectly. So I've watched this too. It's in order to get as many positions as you can, it's either do it on a restart or take advantage of it going into a braking zone. So there was not, I mean, really, to be honest, this was not only fast, it was clean, but it was also that kind of race of just a kind of like attrition and trying to get to the end for most drivers. But
I have a question for you, actually. It's a legit question, and it kind of evolved last week as well. I know at one point Hamlin and Chastain were next to each other by a second. Were they going after each other?
No.
Or Hamlin not trying anything on him?
Nope. Nothing happened.
I just wanted to. I know. I heard about Chastain and Dillon giving them to each other.
Yeah, I didn't really see much of it, but probably most likely I was just paying attention to doing other things. But still, It was pretty solid for what it was. I'm not gonna say that it was the best road course race because we all know that's Coda right now.
Right now it's Dakota, but we still got in 3 weeks Road America. I know Watkins Glen will be further on down the line, and then Indy Roval. I forgot about Indy Roval. I knew just one more. I just couldn't think of it.
Yeah.
Then the Charlotte Roval. We still have 4 more left. Is there 7 road? No,
there's
total road
6.
there is 6 this season.
Yeah, and we already gone through 2 of them.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure. But there's that. But we talked about Chastain. Why don't we just talk about his teammate, his amigo, or should I say the Sonoma race winner?
Yes, finally. Oh my gosh, finally. We can breathe.
Suarez won Sonoma.
Finally. I think we can all take a sigh of relief that this was a long time coming. He finally got it.
Here's something funny that I recently found out. 8 years ago, the last time I'm actually be right back. I can do something to make it even better.
Yes. I know what he's about to say, but I'll let him say it. Just let him run back to his seat.
Yeah. The last time we saw the 99 won was the Carla Edwards Aflac car in 2014 at Sonoma. 8 years later,
yes.
Suarez won Sonoma in the 99.
You want to know the irony to that?
He took up, besides taking over Carl Edwards.
Well, that's the irony. It's the same number. Oh, of how things just come full circle.
And he's the one who replaced Edwards in Joe Gibbs Racing. That's another thing that's kind of funny too.
Yes.
I knew there was a reason to have a good eye on him, but I thought I'll be honest, when he took up, when he was told to, when they said he was going to drive the 99 in 2021, I was iffy because, like, as an Edwards fan and just seeing how the 99's not been going good with different, I know it's smaller teams, but just like when it took over, I'm like, I wasn't sure. That's why I think Truex was glad about the 19 being okay now.
Yeah.
Still not doing good this year, but
yeah.
Other years prior, like 19, it was happy to see that, but the 99 was always the iffy one. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now Suarez is doing really good. Got the win. I knew I had some faith in him.
You got to keep the faith, man. That's what you got to do.
But yeah. So I'm so happy. He's been in this Cup Series for 6 seasons. This is his 6th full-time season in the Cup Series, and he finally won.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a good amount of names we should be happy for. They're below the cutoff too, way below cutoff, and this shook up the points really good for the Cup Series. We got the winner, of course, with Daniel Suarez, and then Chris Buescher got second. He was running up there. I was absolutely impressed. He was in top 5 most of that race, wasn't he? Him and Michael McDowell.
McDowell, yeah, was around the top 5 the entire time.
Yeah, him and Buescher, just every time I turned, he was in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Buescher second, McDowell third. Kevin Harvick actually surprised me. Harvick surprised me with how good he was this race.
Yeah.
Austin Cindric, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain. I just realized Trackhouse won both of the road courses.
Thus far.
And Suarez could have won Coda. He was leading Coda for a while. I just realized this.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have a new road course threat.
I think it might be solidified.
I just now realized that. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of a road course threat, Chase Elliott got 8th, William Byron 9th, Brad Keselowski got a top 10.
Thank the Lord. It's been a long time coming, but he finally got it.
Austin Dillon 11th. Justin Haley, a great run, 12th.
Again, thank the Lord.
Briscoe 13th. Almirola 14th. Kyle Larson, who led most of the laps, and was leading after pit stops, but then he got a tire.
Yep.
And not an uncontrolled tire, but a tire fall off in the race.
By Cliff, by other tire people for the whole month.
That makes me wonder who's going to take over that. Watch it ends up being Chad Canals just for laughs.
Oh my gosh, I swear.
Alex Bowman 16th, Joey Logano 17th, good. Kurt Busch 18th, Allmendinger 19th.
Yes. What happened to him was his power steering went away, and then closer to the end of the race, he lost control of his car with about 2 to go, but he got it rolling, so he was fine to finish. But yeah, that was kind of bad.
Wow. For Allmendinger.
For Allmendinger, that's surprising.
Damn. Anyways, damn. Joey Hand 20th.
Once again,
Cole Custer, man, come on.
Sorry, but once again, when it comes to Joey Hand, oh, thank you, Jesus. He finally finished.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was about to say, what do you do? You just not a fan of Joey Hand? What's
going
on with that?
No, okay. I actually am kind of becoming a fan of Joey Hand.
Need a hand for you being a fan for Joey Hand?
That's a knee slapper.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Anyways.
Cole Custer 21st, not having a good. He qualified good. I was actually surprised. But,
yeah.
Teammates who started right next to each other finished right next to each other, but higher. Eric Jones, 22nd, and Ty Dillon 23rd.
That kind of performance from both of them was expected. I'm not really all that surprised of where they finished.
Todd Gilliland got 24th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Martin Truex Jr., and Christopher Bell, man.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm going to take these names out of the way. Just go ahead and say Harrison Burton and Josh Bilicki. Just getting those out of the way because these two are the more surprising. Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
26th, 27th, 30th, and 31st.
Yep.
And we ain't counting engine blown all the way down the very last place, Bubba Wallace.
They all still finished the race. They just didn't have any sort of factor at all. Unless if it's Kyle Busch or Denny Hamlin. Those are the only two that I remember that were actually up there contending. But they both kind of had some issues on turn 5 or turn 4B, whatever the turn it is.
I am surprised that Martin Truex Jr., a 3-time Sonoma winner, finished 26th.
Yes, that is true.
And he didn't qualify good either.
Nope.
That's really surprising. He was actually my pick to win, and then he screwed me.
He got slammed, brother.
And Christopher Bell, I thought he was going to be like a secret road course, like an underdog, but just like, what?
Yeah.
Anyways, after Hamlin, we got Cody Ware. I don't even know who this guy is.
Scott Heckert.
Scott Heckert. Okay. Corey LaJoie and Tyler Reddick.
And Bubba.
Tyler Reddick started. Well, we already mentioned him. Tyler Reddick's going downhill. I don't know what's going on with him.
Right.
At the season in the beginning, it was good. It was really good. He should have won. I think he really should have won the dirt race, but he got screwed.
Another race he should have won was Fontana. Remember, he was really dominant in that one.
I was kind of rooting for Larson in that one, if I had to be honest.
But he really wasn't up there all that much. He didn't show up till towards the end.
Yeah, but the points shaking up a bit. This is going to be interesting. So now Suarez is a winner and he's locked into the playoffs, which
Yes.
but now we have 12 winners this season.
Just need 5 more, baby. 5 more.
5 more, it'd probably be 13. We have 12 different winners in the last 16 races, with 4 two-time winners. I should be expecting from now to a little bit on, we should have multiple winners in this group right here. I should expect to see like Chase Elliott win some more of the road courses. I expect Ross Chastain to do a whole lot better and start winning races. Kyle Larson needs to get his act together, start winning races. Kurt Busch has been close. I don't see nothing out of Cindric. Maybe Briscoe. I can see Briscoe winning again.
Yeah.
Bowman, yeah, I just see one out Bowman. But it's like Kyle Busch. I hate to see him win more, but I don't hate to see him win more, but it's like you need to start winning more. Elliott, you need to start winning. I already mentioned you. Logano, you need to stay at 2. You shouldn't even have 2. Anyway, you should barely have 1. Anyways.
Yeah, come to think of it, he's one of the only 1 out of 4 that's only won 2. That's the highest that anybody's gone.
Ross Chastain, William Byron, and Denny Hamlin are the other ones that have 2 wins.
Yeah.
Speaking of wins, which these guys have no wins, Ryan Blaney's up by 95, Mark Truex Jr. 65, Christopher Bell 28, Eric Almirola 7 are all above. Now the 4 below is Harvick down by 7, Reddick 42, Austin Dillon 47, and Eric Jones 55.
See, the only thing I'm looking at Harvick, really, if anybody has the best chance of winning his way in, should Nashville be a regular season finale, it's him, like 100%. He's the only one that's the closest to Almirola that he could. All he would have to do is run well at Nashville, and then he'd be in, and then the chase would start. But we only got 10 more races, really, to be honest. But we still got plenty of time.
And I feel like there will be some more winners in this winner group.
Yeah.
By the time we get there,
mm-hmm.
I expect more from drivers. I expect more to have a great shot of winning. I expect more of Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, maybe Daniel Suarez. I definitely see more out of him. As much as I don't want to say it, Denny Hamlin. I see more out of him. Maybe Kyle Larson. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe Chase Briscoe at Indy Roval. That's my only other shot. That's the only shot for him. But I don't see another win coming out of Austin Cindric. I don't see another win coming out of Alex Bowman. I also don't see another one out of William Byron. He's not doing as well. Hate to say it, but I see more wins coming out of Logano than I do any. I see Logano may have more wins than like a couple of these. So. But.
See.
Oh. Go ahead.
I don't know. I really don't know, because my thing with this is there are tracks that we're coming up to. I'm looking at road courses really that would heavily benefit guys like Briscoe and Cindric and who else in this top 16. I don't know. Those are the only 2 that I can really think of.
Ross Chastain, he's starting to become a road course guy. Chase Elliott.
Well, yes.
Chase Elliott, good. Larson, I would even put Larson in that one too.
Yeah, but I mean, really.
You really got to think below the cutoff who's also road course guys doing good. Like, Mark Truex Jr. is one of the guys I keep my eye on.
But
still,
the thing is that you even have somebody like a huge wild card that you could throw in there is AJ Allmendinger. Listen, I know he's not competing full time. He's not like in the chase, but he can still throw a huge monkey wrench into this whole thing on the remaining road courses that are in the regular season. So anybody else that's like looking for another win to kind of solidify themselves in the chase. Somebody like a Briscoe or a Cindric or an Elliott, a Chastain, a Suarez. We can add him into that mix now. Anybody in that top 16, or even somebody outside of the top 16, I don't even know who you'd really look at, to be honest with you. But anybody outside of that top 16, that would throw a monkey wrench in for them. But anybody that's also inside of the top 16, if somebody like Allmendinger were to go on and win, or let's say, I'm gonna go overboard with this, but let's say Joey Hand just somehow strategizes his way towards the front by, let's say, fuel strategy or some pit strategy, and wins at, let's say, Road America, if he ever goes there. That still throws a huge monkey wrench into everything.
And that would be crazy on points wise, because we won't know till then who would do really well and who wouldn't.
Yes. So really, that'd be interesting. I'm more so looking at the road course races, because this car, like, I think performs super well at road courses, better than any other generation of race car since the Gen 4 that I've ever seen on a road course. And even on intermediate tracks, some of those cookie cutter tracks, short tracks as well. I don't know so much about the short tracks, but even super speedways, like Michigan, is one that I'm really heavily looking forward to.
Especially in person.
Yes, especially in person, absolutely. So I get to see the next gen in, like, bask in its glory in person for the first time ever.
You mean we will?
Well, yes, we will. But yeah, I mean, even the intermediate tracks I think are going to be interesting to watch, especially with Nashville coming up here for these guys. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
And we'll be back with NBC. We will be back with NBC in a couple weeks for the remainder of the series, except trucks.
Yep. It's kind of like with what it was back in the early 2010s, but late 2000s, early 2010s, where ESPN covered all of the Xfinity Series races. Yeah. Those were the times. Oh, well.
I don't think there's any real topics.
What about the Clash? Clash is coming back next year at the Coliseum.
What about that? That's right, I forgot about that.
Thank goodness. They're actually staying somewhere for the Clash. Well, they did at Daytona for a while, but some things change.
Here's my thing. Like, I wasn't a huge fan. I mean, I hate the Logano one, but I like the fact that at least it was a winner or a person that should have been in the Clash that won the race.
Yeah.
Because the heat races were amazing. I enjoyed it. They were cool to watch. They were interesting.
It takes you back quite a bit.
Yeah, but my personal opinion, I'm kind of like, I like if you got the pole, or if you got pole positions, or if you won the race, or in the playoffs, that's good enough to get you in the Clash.
Yeah,
I like that. In stage wins, I don't care all that much. I don't know why they added that. It just didn't seem right.
All right.
But like, if you won the race, if you got the pole, if you got in the playoffs, I like that. I like that eligibility to get you in the Clash. But I liked it. I like the heat race and all that, but I rather prefer the regular way. And plus, with all the craziness like happened last year, I feel like it would be more simple. And plus, it's hard to pass anyways.
Yeah.
It's hard to pass anyways. So why not just, instead of having like a whole bunch of drivers who should have been a Clash eligible that was not running good, and the track that's barely hard to pass anyways, especially with the next gen, just go with the guys who were eligible. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think, really, I mean, and it has nothing to do with how to set the field for the Clash. But the Colosseum, we saw it. Like, it was tough to pass, but I think that's what made the racing there actually really good all the way up until the main event towards the end, where the bottom obviously was the most preferred way to go, and in order to get to the bottom or try to make a pass, you had to either force the situation or move them out of the way in order to gain a position. A race where a race on a racetrack where you have to strategically pick your way to the front instead of, well, really, or let's say this, strategically force your way to the front instead of having to set up passes or any of that kind of stuff like on a short track. That to me, and I hope that makes sense. That to me is the kind of racing that I do enjoy.
But my thing is, I just wish that it wouldn't just do the heat race and all that. I think just go back to regular Clash stuff.
Yeah.
And if they do qualifying, then that makes it interesting. That makes it even a little bit more interesting. Or they could just do the do the practice and just do the randomized number.
You know what I think they should do for next year, instead of just qualifying all the cars
before Daytona.
Frozen. Oh. Technical difficulties. Well, now he's frozen. Let's see if he can fix that. Oh, maybe. He's a loading screen. I think he's resetting Discord. There we go.
My stuff froze on me on my end. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, you froze for me too. But what I was going to say was, you know what they should do for next year? What they should do, instead of qualifying all the cars to determine the starting lineup for the Clash or whatnot, set the starting lineup by the practice speeds, determine who's going to be in the field for the Clash, then qualify all the cars.
You mean start the lineup for qualifying with the practice speeds?
Start the lineups, yes. Basically, create the starting lineup for the heats on the practice speeds.
So you're still wanting the heat races, though?
The heat races are actually pretty entertaining, I'm not going to lie.
My things are I didn't want the unneeded guys that weren't eligible in there. You could still have a good heat race on that. It may have a little bit of cars, but that's going to be pretty interesting, though. But it's why would you bring drivers who were ineligible to Clash years prior, and now you got them in here? It just...
then again, we were happy for somebody like Justin Haley, who has never been in the Clash all the way up until that point.
Yeah, I was happy for him. I was rooting for him as an underdog, I'll be honest and say that. But it's at the same time, though, just... I don't know, maybe just me. But it's I prefer, the guys who should have been in the Clash actually be in there.
Right. To me, though, it's just, I think what the approach was from this year's Clash was to give other drivers that have never been in the Clash or haven't been in there in a long time, give them a chance to actually be in it. Because we've seen the same guys and the same teams every single year, and we know what to expect from them. But we don't know what to expect from somebody like a Justin Haley, or let's say, I don't know, any other driver that could have gotten in there. Let's say if Ryan Preece got in the Clash, that would have been interesting. I would have loved to see Ryan Preece in the Clash, but
he got in the Clash.
Oh, I can't remember if he did or not.
He got in.
It's been a while. But still, like that to me, I think is what the approach was, and I think it's not that bad of an approach. I mean, because you do go back to the old days where where it's kind of like what it was with Eldora and what it currently is with Bristol Dirt and Knoxville for the Truck Series. You have heat races, like it's kind of like a warm up and
I
whatnot.
understand.
But I mean, it's even the same thing with your local short track. You know, where you do have heats, like it's kind of like a taste of what's to come for the main event, and then you got your main event.
I think it's just me personally. Like I prefer like the old, well, keep the track, but just like do the eligibility and all that. Because you never know, you may have like a surprise. Like we've had a bunch of surprise winners this season.
Yeah.
Austin Cindric, Chase Briscoe, Daniel Suarez, Ross Chastain.
Yeah.
So a bunch of surprise winners. And then we got, I forgot who all won polls, but I think there's like a surprise poll winner here and there. I know Christopher Bell's won a bunch. We're still going to have a bunch of surprise drivers probably in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just me personally, I guess.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting in these. I mean, when it comes down to the season and playoffs, we're going to have 10 more races. But Cup is going to be off this weekend. Xfinity is going to be off for another weekend. So I think this is a perfect time to shift gears, even though we're not shifting here. And let's go dirt racing in Knoxville. So we all know what happened last year, the atrocity of the end
I don't
of
think I've ever saw it.
last
I
year's.
saw the. Yeah, I saw. Sorry to interrupt you on that, but I did see the atrocious big wreck. I've seen videos of. I have not seen the full race.
Neither have I. I didn't see the whole thing.
So this is going to be interesting.
Here,
And that's what, it's a Saturday night race too. By the way.
thank the Lord. But I was gonna say what really kind of bothered me was I was scrolling through Twitter and somebody said, "Well, I bet this year's Knoxville race is gonna be just like a demolition derby." I'm like, "Really, dude? Really? You don't know that. None of us know that. Well, who knows? Maybe this year's Knoxville race could be better. You never know."
I mean, 2021 when they first introduced a bunches, they were all downhill. It was never really a good uphill. Maybe the Indy Roval you could say, but even then it had its issues too.
Yeah.
All the tracks made their first appearance last year had somewhat of an issue.
Yeah.
But mainly for all series, I'm trying to think on top of my head because I know I'm losing my train of thought for a minute. I know Bristol Dirt was bad. Coda was bad. That's for Cup. Indy Roval, you can even kind of put in that position because of the stupid curb deal.
Oh my gosh, the race would have been so much better if it weren't for that curb. That took out everybody.
Is there another? Well, Road America was okay, I think.
Road America was Road America. It was there. It was all right for what it was.
Road America didn't really have any issues. I'm trying to think. Was there any other tracks that had an issue or no?
Not that I know of.
Nashville was good. Nashville was good. You can't really put that on there. Nashville for Cups was good.
Yeah. I'd say for
I saw
the entire Nashville weekend, I think was good. Racing top to bottom was top notch.
There's some good races there, but you can obviously note the ones that didn't do best, and mainly for in all three series, I'd say probably one of the bad ones was definitely Bristol Dirt, Coda, and at least for Cup Series.
Yeah.
Those two were Cup Series. and then you had Knoxville in the Truck Series.
Well, I think
Is there another one I should mention besides Indy Roval?
no, I think that's all of them. But I was gonna say, I think this year everybody has learned their lesson, and I think the truck race at Bristol this year, I think that was slightly better. I legit forgot who won that thing.
Austin Hill.
Austin Hill.
Austin Hill won.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Um, and then the Cup race at Bristol Dirt was also actually better than last year's, hands down, because it actually was held at the time that it was supposed to be held, at night. So that's what made it a little bit better. But I think the Knoxville race this year should, fingers crossed, be better. But I'm not getting my hopes up.
Now this is where my new Discord name comes into play.
Oh boy.
I say Discord name, I say Discord role. I am about to turn into Larry Mack in a few moments because I've done the stats and we're 4 weeks away from the Truck Series figuring out who's going to be in the playoffs for the Truck Series. These 4 races are this week's Knoxville, Nashville. I'd say the wild card, Mid-Ohio.
Yes.
And Pocono.
Yeah.
Now, one night I couldn't sleep. I'm not saying what night that was. But I couldn't sleep. So what did I do? I turned to Larry Mack, went through all the past races, every single one except Mid-Ohio, because that's the wild card. I can't really get anything off that one.
Yeah.
I even did Cup race. I even did the Cup races, and I'll explain why in a minute. I went back and looked at all the finishes, and judging by the points and stuff. We talked about the points before. We had Ty Majeski 112, Christian Eckes 96, Kosovar 87, Enfinger 57, Crafton 33, so on and so on. I think the bubble for this is between Derek Kraus up to Grant Enfinger.
Yeah.
This is why I say this. Looking at the finishes, the playoff, I hate to say this, but looking at the finishes for Ankrum, it looked like his best finish last year was Pocono.
Yeah.
That was a top 5.
Mm-hmm.
So that's his only chance to try to get in. And I've seen all the other drivers. I don't think they really have a chance. I think it's mainly just those guys. I think Majeski, Eckes, and Hocevar will be, even if they have a bad race, they're still going to be good in the playoffs to where they're still able to be locked in.
Yeah.
I think Majeski will be the first one to be locked in here shortly. The Christian Eckes will too. Hocevar is going to be somewhere down the line, maybe get locked in the Mid-Ohio. But the race to get in is between Edfinger, Crafton, Tanner Gray, Matt DiBenedetto, and Derek Kraus.
Yeah.
And looking at the finishes of all of them, there's one guy I think could either point his way or somehow win his way in. Take a guess, and it's probably going to be by one track. Take a guess who it might be.
Oh my gosh. Enfinger? Oh, he froze.
What the hell is it? There we go. It lagged. It's starting to mess with me. I don't know.
It's messing with me too. Yeah, he's glitching really bad, guys.
Yeah. Anyways.
There it is.
You have your guess?
I said Enfinger.
No, that's not who I thought.
Really?
Edfinger may have some good finishes here and there, but it's like he's had like an up and down once or twice now. I went with a dirt track guy, but also a guy who dominated a race before he got wrecked out. I don't know if he got wrecked out. I forgot what happened to him. Garrett Krause.
That's right.
Out of all the guys, even the bad data in the Cup Series, I went back. Garrett Krause runs good at dirt racing. I think he had an incident which had him fall back. I think he was running up front. Garrett Krause is the guy to watch to bring up points. He does pretty good. He led a bunch at Nashville. If he didn't correct, he probably could have won that race.
Yeah.
Mid-Ohio's the wild card, and I think he did good. And I don't remember where he finished at Pocono. I don't think it was the best, but I think two good points races. And if like Edfinger Crafton does not do good, I think he can either point his way or win his way up there. Krause is the guy you gotta watch.
That's true. Yeah, he's been doing really well as of late.
Tanner, yeah, especially with the good run he has, I think Krause may have something.
Yeah.
Tanner Gray's up and down. I don't really see much of him going to go. No, I think he may still be below, but like if Edfinger Crafton don't have good races at some points, which I think there's a few races that they're going to do good, some are bad. I think like I'm not sure how well either one did at like Nashville. They probably ran up there. I took off all the finishes and stuff, so where I could actually go back and look. But it's like it's iffy on those guys. But if Krause wins Nashville, if he wins, that knocks them both off, and that's a point battle between those two.
Yeah. Well,
Matt DiBenedetto, I hate to say it for him, but
Dibby.
I don't. Yeah. The only two tracks I can actually look up good for him was Nashville and Pocono.
Yeah.
Technically 3 races since Pocono was a doubleheader. He did not do good at either one of the Poconos, and Nashville, he was not the best.
Yeah.
So, DiBenedetto has to hope he has a great race at Knoxville and either win or have some good at Mid-Ohio, because Mid-Ohio's the wild card race. I'm not sure.
It'll be interesting.
That's my Larry Mack of this too, because that is the point of how that's going to go. With 4 races left in the regular season, the playoffs coming up, I'd say the guy should keep your eye on for making it. Probably be between Edfinger, Crafton, and Krause.
Yeah.
Maybe Tanner Gray if he has some good runs, but the finishes were not as good last year, so.
Right. Well, alrighty then. I think it's time. It's time to make our predictions for Knoxville, the lone race this weekend. So, I think let's just go ahead and do it. So, driver to win. It's pretty simple. Driver to stay away from. The guy that hasn't been doing well the last couple of weeks, or we're just coming up to a track where they suck at. Dark Horse is the exact opposite. And let's hope and pray that this year's Knoxville race is just a tad bit better, and it's not a wreck fest towards the end. But Wyatt, the loading screen Walker, you're up first.
Is it really a loading screen?
Yes.
Has it been a loading screen for a while?
No, it froze for a bit. And then as soon as I clicked on your camera, that's when it actually started loading up.
How's that?
It's good. It's been good now for a little while.
Okay. So I did my Larry Mack prediction, my Larry Mack deal for the playoffs. Now for this race, I'm thinking, doing some hard thinking. My dark horse, I'm going to go with him. I said his name when I did my Mack rant, Larry Mack rant, about how well he is at dirt races, and he can have a really good season. Go up there, probably get some good points, stage points, probably get a win or 2. Derek Krause is a guy who will run up there. I think Derek Krause is my dark horse.
It's a good dark horse.
And I'm gonna pick a good driver to stay away from. I hate to say this, but she's a good dirt racer, but it's not a good season. Haley Deegan.
Brother.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah, I know you're not a fan of that one, but it's like I can't disagree with the odds on that one. I expect another season of trucks out of her. I don't expect an Xfinity ride. But the driver to win, this one's kind of tough. I'm going between two drivers. One could have won. The other one did win. Maybe three. But I'm not sure how well he did. I'm actually going to go with a pick that's neither one of those two. I'm going to go Stuart Friesen.
It's actually not that bad of a pick right there.
Friesen's a good dirt racer. I forgot where he finished, but he's not have a good race last Sonoma. I don't remember I don't think he finished all that well last week at Gateway either. But I think this is where Friesen could have a good run, and I think he'll join Zane Smith as a driver who has multiple wins. I think Friesen's my pick to win.
It's a very interesting prediction that you got going on over there, but all right. It's my turn. It's my turn, brothers. Okay. So, I think for a driver to win, I think that's probably a prediction that I may have to agree with here. Stuart Friesen, I think, is going to be a guy, if not the guy, to beat, especially at a dirt track, because he has tons of dirt experience. Probably like some other guys here, but Stuart Friesen's the only one that I can think of off the top of my head that's got probably an abundance of dirt experience. So he's a guy to win. The driver to stay away from, man, I don't know. I really don't, because it's kind of difficult. But I think the driver that I think is going to be the one to stay away from. Man, I hate to put her in this situation, but I think I'm also going to have to agree with Haley Deegan. It's just this. I mean, she's been qualifying really good recently, which she's been getting that down. It's just her finishes are not really, the numbers aren't really backing up her performances, and I do feel bad about it. Dark horse. Man. Well, this will be something. But I think a dark horse, a good dark horse for this race. I think it's either going to be... It's not going to be either, but... I think I'm going to go a different direction with this one. And I think I'm going to say Zane Smith is going to be a dark horse.
I agree with that.
I mean, he's been fast all season long. So
he is 100% a playoff. He's definitely a playoff championship contender, actually.
Oh yeah, like absolutely, he is. Well,
he's without that could end up being the champion this season.
Well, alrighty. So we've gotten everything what we needed to talk about done. Any final words before we get the Knoxville night underway?
Well, not really.
Hey, and also SRX is coming up this weekend too, so I think
yeah, it is
same night.
Yeah, SRX is this weekend.
Same night as Knoxville. I don't think it's the exact same time, but they'll do something to kind of work things out with timing, but oh well. That about does it. Thank you for watching. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this, be sure to give it a like. And if you haven't considered subscribing yet, I recommend you do so to keep up with some fine content coming out in the near future. That about does it for me. On behalf of myself, well, on behalf of Wyatt Walker, and on behalf of myself, I'm Elijah Leonard signing out. And we'll see you in the next one.
Adios, amigos.